ES Audio.
Hi, I'm John Weeks, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, why companies are trialling a 4-day working week. But first, with Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference kicking off this week, the rumour mill is up and running with a few ideas about what will be announced. First up is the prospect of that long-rumoured AR headset. It's after recent reports that a prototype device was shown to board members at Apple, which will allegedly run on ROS, or Reality Operating System. It's as tech firms like Snapchat and Microsoft have recently dipped their toes in the world of AR glasses too. Also rumoured for the WWDC are 2 new Macs, as well as updates to macOS, watchOS, and iPadOS. Retro gamers unite! The Nintendo 64 classic James Bond Goldeneye is coming to Xbox with a new HD version.
Certainly, for fans of the game like myself, it's really exciting to be able to play a modern version that runs well on kind of modern televisions, on modern systems, and allows you to play with your mates over the internet as well, which is obviously something that just wasn't possible back in the day.
It's come out after a gamer discovered achievements for the game on Xbox servers yesterday. But Andy Robinson, editor of Video Games Chronicle, told us it's not the first time the game's come to light.
It's been floating around for more than a decade now. It's become quite an infamous kind of missing game. It first emerged in a UK magazine back in 2008. And they published some images of this Xbox version of Goldeneye that wasn't announced at the time. I don't think Microsoft were very happy about that.
Andy said he's pretty excited about it and told us why it's such a significant title.
It became a phenomenon, really. It really set the groundwork for the modern first-person shooter. First-person shooters at that time were very much kind of a PC genre. It was a mouse and keyboard sort of game. I don't think anyone had really figured out how to do an FPS with a controller.
And he told us it could be officially announced at a big Xbox showcase coming on Sunday. China has launched 3 astronauts into space to finish up construction of its new space station. The team will work to complete the Tiangong space station by the end of the year, installing 2 lab modules. When finished, it'll be around a fifth of the size of the ISS. Work on the space station began last April and is expected to be completed in November after 11 launches. Now, for a lot of people, it's the dream. A 4-day working week with no change in your pay. Well, what if I told you there are people trying to make that dream a reality starting this week?
So we're campaigning for a 4-day working week with no loss of pay for workers, which is, around about maximum 32 hours a week. This pilot we're running is based on the principles of 100% pay for 80% of the time for 100% productivity.
Joe Ryle is from the UK's 4-day week campaign. He says it would benefit workers, employers, the economy, and our society.
Wherever we've seen the 4-day week trialled and adopted across the world, it's been a win-win for both workers and employers. Productivity's gone up on the one side, and on the other hand, workers' well-being's gone up in terms of reduced stress, burnout, overwork, and better mental health all round.
Starting this week, dozens of companies are trialling it for a 6-month period. And Joe told us a 4-day week can also lead to a drop in carbon emissions.
Where those emission reductions come from is less commuting. People are commuting 1 day less. Also, a reduction in energy-intensive office space environments. It's 1 day less when you're in the office, you don't need to have the lights on. But also as part of a wider shift towards, living more sustainably. If you've got more free time, then you can have that time to make those decisions that will allow you to live more sustainably.
Former England footballer Chris Smalling has set up a venture capital fund to invest in eco-friendly startups. It's called For Good and is looking to invest between £50,000 and £1 million into new startups. The fund is reportedly looking for those that are addressing the world's largest environmental challenges, such as climate change. Let's head to the ads now. Stay there though. In part 2, we've got important news for Android users, plus what Marvel has planned next for Groot. Why not give us a follow in the meantime? Welcome back. A new type of malware, which could add huge costs to your bill, is apparently sneaking its way into some Android phones. Cybersecurity company Avast said it's been tracking a widespread malware campaign, which it's calling SMS Factory. They said it sneakily siphons money from victims around the world by sending premium SMS messages and making calls to premium rate phone numbers. Avast reckons the malware is spreading through push notifications and alerts on sites offering game hacks, adult content, or free video streaming sites. And finally,
I am Groot.
That's right, everyone's favourite sort of talking tree is getting his own animated series on Disney+. Marvel announced the news on Twitter with a poster of the series featuring a tiny-looking Groot chilling out with shades on and listening to a tape deck sat next to a tree-shaped air freshener under a desk lamp. According to Marvel, the series will follow baby Groot's glory days growing up and getting into trouble among the stars, and it's due out in August. You are up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the Leader podcast for the latest news and analysis from the Evening Standard in London. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. See you then.